bop boop bop da do 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 da do do da boop bop boop bop da do do da do da boop. You know exactly what I'm referring. Yeah. Da 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 wop 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 wop. The Wikipedia article on that piece of music is really funny. It has like, it's obviously written by a primary schooler who attempts to describe all the different sounds that people make with their mouth.
Really?
No.
That's what, oh.
Yes.
We're just gonna we'll just find our way into it.
Welcome to Fin Taylor's Vomitorium, a title which is a work in progress. You are most welcome to suggest new titles for this show in the comments below. We will read the best comments and choose, based on what we like the most, the comment that will be the title for the next show.
And even if it's not a title suggestion, it may still end up being the title of the show.
We'll find some interesting way to reference it, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just say the words in the opening montage.
This is a show where musical mastermind to my right, Fin Taylor, who you can find at a variety of links in the description below, spews facts and theories about interesting hidden gems found on the internet and the world, I guess, at large.
I have, for most of my life, been fascinated with the idea of bad music, bad films, and bad media in general, due to it possessing a bizarre quality that I find it's impossible to get from anything that is quote-unquote good.
Mm-hmm. There's more to learn from the bad than there is from the good.
One could reasonably argue that point, and one could also reasonably argue that spending enough time watching bad music would in turn make one's own music bad.
That's fair.
I'm seeking to simultaneously confirm and deny this idea.
So today we will be running a little experiment in which we venture into the depths of r/CrappyMusic.
That's a really, really elaborate way of saying we're about to make some reaction content.
To stuff that I largely know nothing about. So I'm excited.
Well, fortunately, I know a lot about bad music. And I have a lot of thoughts as I've been surfing this subreddit for maybe coming up on 6-7 years now and enjoying the spoils. There are many niche subreddits. Reddit gets a lot of a bad rap as a site, and for good reason too, because it's full of morons. In addition to being full of morons, it's also full of
bad music.
Just bad media in general, I would say. It's a hotbed for things that aren't good.
That can get appreciated, I guess, right?
Well, there is a level of appreciation to anything where someone's willing to put themselves out there. And so as a disclaimer to everything we're about to say in this video, I feel like a lot of the people who have made these videos have a lot of guts to what they're doing, more so than, for instance, someone who makes good music their entire life but never puts it anywhere.
That's true.
I don't know. I kind of feel like music is designed to be consumed. And so, without further ado, I'd like to consume some and see if we can make head or tail of it. This video that we're about to look at here is a video that I have been enjoying for many years. And I've shown quite a few people, but I've never seen anyone on YouTube really attempt to dissect or make head or tail of what happened here. So, I'm going to put it on. This is a cover of Seven Nation Army, the 2000s blues rock revival masterpiece by the White Stripes. before I perform any kind of dissection into what's happening here,
Yeah.
I think it's really important to acknowledge the description that these people give of their own music, because I think that's only fair. And this is the full song, but still not completed in a studio, still done on an iPod, so it still isn't perfect, but hell, it is pretty damn good, and it gets the job done. Please try and be nice. So we are going to, as per the request,
Be nice.
we're going to be nice. I think what we're hearing here is the product of people recording their individual tracks
Yep.
without being able to hear the other tracks.
Yeah. And then just throwing them all together.
How many people do you think participated in the creation of that track?
Well, let's go back to the cover.
Thumbnail or fade.
We got Ryan. Shout out to Ryan and Brett and Nick and Rob Fox,
Ali,
Brandon, Monica, and Chris. So that's eight people.
8 people. It's 8
presumably.
people. Yeah.
Each playing presumably a separate instrument. And then you got like 2 people on vocals.
It sounds like we have multiple vocalists happening. So there's definitely at least one guitar.
Yeah.
A drum set that sounds programmed because it's perfectly in time with itself.
Right, okay.
Do you think there's a bass?
I can't hear a bass.
I can't hear a bass, which I must say is more in the spirit of the original White Stripes recording.
Oh, okay.
Because there is no bass on that recording. There is only electric guitar that has been digitally pitch shifted down an octave. That's a little bit of guitar trivia for any gearheads out there. Of course, gearheads will probably be wanting to know what kind of guitar is being used in this recording, what kind of rig, what set up. Sorry?
Any ideas?
No.
We should do a whole like documentary on these guys because this is just like a masterpiece right here.
Shall we go down the rabbit hole a little bit?
Let's go. What else have they got?
I'm going to click on there. All right, Seven Nation Army pre-release.
Oh, they completed it.
Oh, no, that was, I think, the one that we were just watching. Hang on.
No. We were watching the... I don't know, actually. Oh, so the okay.
Here's the full song.
What?
Recorded at home using an iPod Touch. Oh, they've got a 31-second preview, which is a pre-release of it.
We've got to check it out.
We'll have to... I assume it's just more of the same sort.
Oh, it's
different. That guitar tone's better.
It's just the drums and the guitar.
So it sounds like the vocals haven't been re-recorded. That sounds like exactly the same vocal take that they had in the other one.
And so they're just like, they re-recorded the instruments.
They re-recorded the instruments. And I'm glad they did, because that wasn't quite there. I think they kind of achieved what they were going for on the updated
The complete.
version.
What's
Yes.
funny to me is that they were so excited to get it out there that they just had to release a 30-second take before the full thing was ready.
Well, I assume it was done from the perspective of demonstrating one's skill set in order to hook people in for the finished product.
And they did it. I mean, look, it's got almost 300,000 views now.
We can go in and dissect this in a comedic fashion to the nth degree, but at the end of the day, these guys are more successful than us.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I'm gonna. Do you think this sort of thing is reproducible?
Specifically this song.
Yes.
I don't think so. I think it's the perfect mess of things happening in the moment. I don't think anyone trying to make something as good as that will ever be able to, just because it was all in the moment.
Because it's almost easy to recreate a well-structured, well-recorded piece of music.
100%.
Because it's so easy to hear the different roles of different areas of the music. But with something like this, where it seems to be recorded without a click track, without the band members even being able to hear the other band members as they play. There we are.
It's still pre-released though. They still haven't completed it. It seems, because this is the complete pre-release.
So you reckon they're still working on this?
I think
cover.
I think that now 5 years later. No, what is it? It's 2019.
It's 2019.
So 7 years later, they're still working hard on this cover.
Where do you think they're up to in the creative process?
I think that they're just finalizing the cover art.
Right.
They've been choosing fonts for a while.
They've been choosing fonts for 3 years.
Yeah.
It has to be exactly the correct font.
Some kind of way to solve this puzzle where you sort of take the names of all of the artists and then maybe they're all fake names and you put them together and then it spells out like some kind of intricate equation.
A cipher that if you run this through like a magnetic imaging machine, maybe
There'll be something behind it, you know?
Yeah. So heard it here first, guys. I believe that this song, within its binary data, contains legitimate instructions on how to assassinate Vladimir Putin. I reckon that's what they're going for, and I'll tell you why. Seven Nation Army, referring to the seven states of the Soviet Union.
Right.
I've just made that up. Next song. Big Wet Oily Butt.
Shorty wanna fuck.
We are off to a good start, folks. Let's have a listen. Oh, we'll see if there's any context behind this. Now, a rap song is going to be fantastic when it kicks off with a royalty-free stock sample synth sound effect and then like a beat with claves in it.
Amazing.
Shorty Wanna Fuck.
Wow, has like a million views.
Published by Frnzy, Frnzy. Description.
Hit single.
Yes.
Genuinely, though, it is a hit single.
1.2 thousand subscribers, so it's a bit of a one-hit wonder with Shorty Wanna Fuck. But I happen to know that this video is subtitled, and I really enjoy how verbose he gets.
Okay. So he's subtitled it himself.
I believe so.
Damn, he's got like the motion graphic like cover art too.
I wonder how long it took to make this little image.
Is he drinking like goon out of a glass?
I think so. I really like the auto-tune combined with overdriven vocal sound.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me a Tom Waits meets Kanye West feeling.
Yeah.
I'm one step closer to seeing that booty jiggle. So this has got to be my favourite line in the piece. Vigorously shaking and making that clapping sound.
I mean, in terms of like just pure lyrics, I mean, you've got shaking, making, you're rhyming with the previous one with around sounds. It's good.
The scan of it, daga 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 da, is actually fairly groovy, and I am yet to hear another rap song that sort of meets the middle ground between gangster rap and like a description of how to open a bottle of soft drink. Vigorously shaking and making that clapping sound sounds so sterile, like it's taken from a list of instructions.
That's very true.
What do you make of it? What do you think this guy's backstory is?
I don't know. I mean, based on the image that he's providing us, I mean, you look past sort of the slightly like, you know, his eyes are sort of going in different directions, and his sort of like he's sort of holding this glass. You can't really tell what's in it. Is it alcohol? Is it soft drink that he was trying to vigorously open?
So there's an element of mystique.
Yeah, and he's got the white shirt. It's almost Christ-like. Maybe he is the new Messiah.
Now that you mentioned the Jesus parallel, I really do understand. Like, this is something that seems like it would be imagery. It's striking a middle ground between the Passion of the Christ and Bliss, the default desktop background for Windows XP.
Of course.
Yeah. And he manages to make the weird verboseness of the rap actually scan in a way that's satisfying. I will unironically throughout my day get vigorously shaking and making that clapping sound stuck in my head just out of nowhere because of how well that was put together.
We should contact him and sell t-shirts that say that.
That is not a bad idea. I wonder if I could get in contact. 13,000.
Has he released anything else since?
Let's have a look.
Because, I mean, 1.2k.
How would you rate this on a scale of good, bad? 10 out of 10, I assume, being like Troll 2 / The Room levels of good, bad, and 1 out of 10 being Suicide Squad, I guess.
I would sort of, it's sort of middle of the range, but it's also sort of getting to the point where I kind of unironically love it.
Yeah. This is where I would like to segue into another topic which is related but also so vaguely unrelated.
Right.
And to do such a thing, I'm going to go straight to YouTube because I found this not on the Crappy Music subreddit, but as something that would be on there. This is a parody of Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. If you don't remember how that song goes, it sounds like this. And then you can just edit it.
Yeah, we'll just add that in there.
Yeah. So, this is a parody of Look What You Made Me Do, called Teen Crush, by a channel called the Ohana Adventure. And this video presents so many questions to me, just implicitly.
Whoa, look at that. Look at that editing. It's definitely done on a Mac.
The high frame rate.
Yeah, also like just the font. It's like an iMovie. So this is just done at the school that they go to, I guess.
Yeah, it's...
This what? I mean,
The number of questions I have.
okay.
No, you go first.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, props for the music video. I mean, it's not actually that bad. Like,
And that's the crux of it to me. This is actually done really competently.
yeah.
Like, it's done really competently. Like, this video looks like it cost a couple of grand.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it was edited on like iMovie, but
It goes on to have, like...
it's got choreography. It's got they're using the set. They're filming during school. They've got a whole cast.
The choreography itself goes on to get quite elaborate. Like, it's
Wow. Okay.
large groups of people doing choreography. They have a lot of locations. There is one legitimately, absolutely hilarious moment in this. But here are my questions in order of like most to least pertinent, right?
Right. Hit me
One,
with them.
did the person singing this song write these words? Because I could reasonably believe that they did,
Yeah.
with the level to which the rhymes are kind of... These don't strike me as the words of an experienced songwriter.
She sounds like she's speaking from the heart.
She does. She does. And
Personal
I would
experience.
consider it a very, very good effort from someone who was about 11 years old.
It's Teen Crush. She's got to be at least 13.
The number of adults that would have to look at this, say, that's a really good idea, and then fund it happening. This channel's called the Ohana Adventure. It is, I believe, a family of witnesses, Jehovah's Witnesses, or
Okay.
maybe Mormons.
All right.
And they have a whole lot of videos of this sort. There are a lot of channels on YouTube which can have some family, usually of Americans, and their kids doing these really elaborate song and dance things. And I always wonder, what does it look like behind the scenes? How much did this person want to be in a video titled Teen Crush? Will they regret it later in their life? What circumstances have to ensue for parents to actively pursue?
You've really thought
Actively,
quite deeply about this.
actively pursue Taylor Swift parodies for their 11-year-olds to sing.
What else is on the channel? Is it more parodies or is it just like...
There's a lot of...
Because it's got a lot of views.
And there is a lot of content. But it's...
2.7 million.
It's really, really insular.
Oh, and
so
it's
if
a
we
fan.
type the Ohana Adventure, right?
Yeah.
Ohana Adventure. we would expect to see results considering the number of subscribers. The Ohana adventure. But the responses are just the videos themselves, links to the channel and their stuff. There's no discussion of it. There's no discussion of what seems to be an extremely fundamentally bizarre thing. Is it that there are so many of these families doing this sort of thing that this doesn't stand out anymore?
Vloggers.
Is it that?
That's really interesting. A crazy family of 8.
Is it that live 4 p.m. one day, new videos every day?
That's really, really random.
To nearly 3 million subscribers. Then the kids have their own channels. Kalia, Ryle, Ohana boys.
And they've all got a lot of subscribers.
Saying yes to the boys for 24 hours. So is this an insular thing amongst American religious communities? You know how Scientology will control aspects of its members' lives so they can't contact outside information about Scientology?
Yeah.
I wonder if there are little insular communities like this. I assume Salt Lake City is one big insular community of this sort, where internet usage is so heavily policed. Uploaded. Well, I'm not particularly here to pass judgment on what these people are doing, but I'm really confused. And there's a great big question mark of empty space in my understanding of how this is supposed to work. I know there are companies out there that will, if you pay them a certain amount of money, they will write a song for your child with bland, inoffensive lyrics, fund a music video shoot and a recording session.
Really?
And yes, do you remember Friday by Rebecca Black?
I don't. I mean, I might.
You'll remember it.
I'm sure if you bring it up, I'll remember it. So this was all done by a company that funded the whole thing.
I don't know about this, but this looks like it was, because if you have a look at the sort of the production quality and the look of this video,
Yeah.
yeah, you can see just from the little. This was massive in 2011 when it came out. It was considered the worst song ever recorded, and I have a soft spot for it just from nostalgia alone.
So it's not a parody; it's an original song.
Yep, 100% straight up. I can't believe it.
No, I've never heard this song before. It's just so mundane. What is going on?
So this is, as I said, it's a company in America that will write a song for your child. They have ghostwriters.
Yeah.
They get the kid in for a recording session. It doesn't matter whether the kid can actually sing or not, because whatever it takes
They're
they get.
paid, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you've paid them. So whatever it takes you get, they're going to be processed and tuned to the nth degree. And you can hear that her voice is very processed and tuned. Simultaneously, the videography is okay, but not great. And you can see it's not the most expensive video.
I mean, it looks like you can see the green screening on the side, but maybe that's just the...
This is particularly bad green screen. Like, you can really see the green screen here.
Oh my god.
This girl's a meme now. Just because of how, she doesn't know what she's supposed to be doing. She's kind of...
Do they...
Did you hear that? Which seat can I take? You can actually hear the clicks of the auto-tune as it drags her voice up to the correct note.
Yeah.
It's a cool sound. I love the sound. But it's...
How many views does this have? How
This?
did I miss out on this?
Oh, this
Because
would
I
have
feel like I remember the
135
chorus.
million views.
Yeah, the Friday bit I remember, but otherwise, I love how it has 3.5 million dislikes.
I can't fault it. It is what it is.
I mean, as a piece of corporate, musicianship, gotta hand it to him.
Also, this guy. So this guy rocks up halfway through the bridge. Here we are.
Oh no. Oh my god.
I believe that's the writer of the song.
Oh, really?
I may be incorrect, but I believe it is. She released a song a few years later called Saturday, which was quite a somber,
Are
serious...
you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious?
100%. 100%.
Can we get it up?
No,
I have to play it, but
because we're going to
Okay.
another
Oh!
song by Arc Music Factory, same guys, and I
Right.
believe the same rapper shows up in this song.
Oh my god. Chinese food.
Chinese food. It's similarly mundane in terms of...
I mean, the shooting is a lot better.
They probably got like a whole lot of money off Friday and used it to buy a new camera.
Oh, it's all different language subtitles. Is it? Are they in on it, or are they just like?
What's with the subtitles that are constantly changing language?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I haven't seen that.
But it's like, it's so focused around Chinese food, and yet they're just throwing all these other languages in there.
This person looks like they're enjoying it a lot more than Rebecca Black was. I will say.
Yeah, I'll agree.
And if I'm not mistaken, the same guy shows up later in this video.
There's a
Yes, he
panda.
does too.
He's in a
He
panda
does
outfit.
too.
Oh my god.
What?
So it must be. Oh, hang on. Just hit the play button.
Okay.
Oh man, I have to know who this guy is. Is he from this company, the Arc Factory or whatever?
Yes, I believe he runs it.
Wow,
So
so much respect for this guy.
I almost want to find out more about him.
Fat Usher being in the
Fat
panda
Usher,
suit.
That's Patrice Wilson.
Oh my god, he's got a Wikipedia page.
Patrice
It's a Nigerian American music producer. Pato.
founded Arc Music Factory with Clarence J in 2010. Produced many songs such as Friday, sung by Rebecca Black, which played the world music after
They
quitting
shut
Arc
it down.
Music Factory 77 years shut down PO.
He quit Arc Music Factory in 2011.
Pardon me.
So he left pretty quick.
In July 2018, the YouTube channel's PMW was handed over to a young woman named Maddie Shy, who renamed it after herself.
Wow. So what is he doing now?
What is he doing now? The Chinese food was accused of cultural insensitivity for, among other things, using Japanese geisha costumes to portray Chinese culture. Well, that's a bit of a misstep. But has denied those claims, saying that he had no plans to disrespect anyone.
I mean, look, if you take the whole video from the aspect of sort of an international perspective, where they're having all these different subtitles from different countries, then the geisha makes more sense.
But maybe they did that after the fact to cover their ass. Because someone had pointed out the inconsistency that geishas are Japanese and
they're
not
like,
Chinese.
oh, it's about Chinese food that you can eat anywhere in the world.
Can you eat Chinese food in Japan?
I'm sure you could.
Is it legal?
I'm sure you could.
All right.
What a rabbit hole we've been down.
Well, I almost want to save up and get a video made by these guys. It's a shame they're not together anymore.
If they were, yeah.
I wonder if they'd let you bring your own song in.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like these guys are really, their bread and butter is just taking the sort of everyday and turning it into the, $135 million hit.
Well,
million view hit.
I wonder if Rebecca Black made any money off Friday.
We need to start a new series just investigating.
Just investigating that.
We
I
need
don't
to
know.
find Fat Usher. Fat Usher, if you're out there, please contact us at the email address in the description.
I don't know if we'll ever find an answer, so I'm going to leave us with the Modesty Club rap, a video that just keeps on giving. I come back to again and again, which is a child rapping about respecting oneself through modest dress. Again, seems like maybe the parents' agenda, and the parents have written a song and gotten the child. Well, we will never know. But the material speaks for itself.
This was definitely Windows Live.
Hey, my name is Hunter, and my sister started this club, and it didn't come from her, it came from heaven above.
Record scratch, classic.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ever since I was small, I would turn on the TV. I'd have to close my eyes, because you know what I would see.
You would see the Modesty Club?
Now this generation needs to take a stand, because it's getting out of control.
Look at that GameCube controller.
Don't let Hollywood dictate how we dress.
Look at that bad chroma key.
I was born in the wrong generation. Kids today only like stupid rap songs, and they don't listen to classical music.
Kids today are wearing not enough clothes, apparently.
Well, kids today, I think the main problem with kids today is the fact that they're translucent when put in front of the Hollywood sign. I really respect the decision to randomly slow down and speed up and not have a consistent pulse to the tune. Because we all know that one thing that rap absolutely does not need is any kind of consistent pulse or beat underneath it.
No,
That's not
of course
important.
not.
That's not important. He looks about 2 years older in this shot that he did in the opening shot.
Yeah, 100%. That's weird.
The implication is that this video took years to make. If he wrote this is really clever and good. You know?
Yeah.
You know, this is genuinely a fantastic effort. But I don't think he wrote it. I think it's mum or dad sitting there saying, kids today are showing way too much skin. We should go back to the time of it being extremely titillating to be able to see a woman's ankles. Hunter, if you're out there, I really hope you found a better ghostwriter. Fallen Vengeance, if you're out there, I hope you found a Grammy Award-winning producer to help you edit your material.
And Fat Usher, if you're out there, I hope you find us, because we would love to talk to you about all of your many musical endeavors.
If you are indeed, what was his actual name? Patrice Wilson.
Patrice Wilson.
Patrice Wilson, we want to hear from you. We have a $17 trillion cash prize for you. We don't.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
All right, let's...
But we will give you this box, and who could say no? I'm Fin Taylor,
I'm Harry Sweby.
and this has been
The Vomitorium.
episode 1.
r/CrappyMusic.
Please give us a better name.
Like and subscribe.
To PewDiePie.